much for joining us today. I'm here with Hani Roustom, the general manager of the Hazelton Hotel here in Toronto. And for those of you that know the Hazelton Hotel, it's a gorgeous boutique hotel in the Yorkville neighborhood here in Toronto. It's one of my favorite spots. And we wanted to connect with Hani and see how he and his team have been doing over the last few months, as well as talk to them about their plans for reopening. They have an exciting renovation underway as well, which we're all very excited to see. So Hani, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you. It's such a gorgeous day outside that I almost wish, well, I do wish that I was sitting on the patio at Hazelton Hotel and enjoying a glass of wine, but hopefully those days will come back soon.
Well, Amrita, such a pleasure to be joining you on this interview. And yes, we cannot wait for our patio to open for life to really resume. Of course, we have to be careful and we take all the precautions. But yes, I'm like you. We want the patio to open. We want to go and enjoy the summer and the spring and, enjoy life as we knew it.
Wonderful, thank you. Well, Hani, let's start by talking a little bit about from the time of the pandemic to where we are today. And of course, we want to really focus all our conversations around recovery and moving forward. And so, how have you worked with your teams, to keep them informed and to keep them engaged? And what are also going to be some of the key elements to the HR side of your operations as you go forward?
Rita, it's a great question. I think, communication is so integral for really running a successful operation. That's in normal terms. I mean, add to that the crisis mode and communication becomes so much important. So really talking about the COVID crisis that we all had to deal with, leading up to the crisis itself, we then had still the opportunity to really engage with our team here at the hotel in the operation. We spoke about the news, we spoke about the precautions that at that time, started become part of our lexicon. And we used all the meetings. We used our morning meetings, our operational meetings, we used emails, we shared links, we shared news. So that was at the beginning. And at a certain time when we started realizing that this is gonna become a little bit more serious and we might have to really adjust our operating model and we have to really slow down the operation as a result of the dropping occupancy. Of course, all the communication channels continued. However, also we organized, by example, town halls where we shared information. We spoke about the outlook. We spoke about the obstacles that we see coming. What are the actions that we're taking in order to make sure, number one, the team is safe, the operation is safe, and then also we're able to adjust to the new, economic and business environment that was really started to really take shape at that time. Since the get-go, the most important thing that we were always looking at is really the safety and the well-being of the team, the safety and well-being of the family, the safety and well-being of our guests. So when it became very apparent that we needed to really suspend our operation, obviously communication has shifted because now while you have or you had a few individuals on property, the majority of the team was off property. We scheduled, call them departmental town hall meetings on Zoom. I think it was so great to really connect with the team in a different, other than sending an email or reading a letter, just seeing the faces. I think everyone was really looking forward to really connect with the rest of the team and the family in such a way. So all these tools are in place right now.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that. Hani, one of the things I've really enjoyed reading about, and you've got the most, great pictures, was all the Hazelton Cares initiative. What a wonderful way for you to give back to the community. And, I think our audience would love to know a little bit more about the initiative and how it all came to be and where you are with it today.
Thank you for your interest and for asking us about Hazelton Cares. For us at the Hazelton, for me as a hospitality professional, hospitality is about genuine care, but not only for your guests. It's about genuine care for your team, and genuine care for the community that hosts you, the city, the country, planet Earth, right? So it was, seeing the impact of COVID compelled the team to get involved and give back and try to figure out a way. So immediately when we had to really suspend our operation, we kind of pivoted immediately on into this. What can we do today in order to really help with the situation, support our community? And Hazelton Cares was born. And really it was born initially with the intention of supporting the community within Yorkville as a neighborhood. But then it was very apparent very fast that, needs and individuals that needed support was beyond the neighborhood. And this is how we expanded our scope. So really we were fortunate, and I'll call that fortunate because I do believe all of us wanted to help one way or another, right? I'm sure you wanted to help, and I'm sure you did. All of us wanted, sometimes about also having the resources and the means. So we were very lucky to have the resources, and we were able to really support, locations, shelters, first responders, medical professionals in hospitals, and so many other locations around the city. And we consider ourselves very fortunate. And we were very encouraged as well by the support that we received from the community, the comments that were left, and many of the individuals that reach out wanting to volunteer or support in different ways.
Yeah, no, I think it's such a testament to the community that we live in, right? And how people. Hani, you've been a great supporter for the academic community in hospitality and tourism, even your own career in education. I mean, I know you did your master's at Cornell, and you were, gifted with the Rama Scholarship for the American Dream Award, which is wonderful. And at Ryerson, the School of Hospitality and Tourism, and I know you know it well. What advice can we give our students right now to really stay the path when it comes to pursuing studies in hospitality and tourism?
I hear you, Amrita. I think, this is an excellent question. I get asked that by a lot of the students that I remain in touch with. There are three things that I really wanna mention about this specific question. Number one is that the human spirit longs to dream, to travel, to experience our world. And I think in our hearts, we know it will be a tragedy if we don't have the opportunity to travel again. So we're gonna travel again. Mm-hmm. And I want all the students to remember that, and that's the beauty about our industry. We're a life's party. This is where, everyone comes out and celebrate and enjoy and, create memories they're gonna cherish for the rest of their life, right? So travel and hospitality are not gonna go anywhere, okay? And out of personal, experience let's try to really put things in perspective. This is not the first crisis that we're dealing with, or the world is really dealing with in general. I can speak personally from experience about the Great Recession in 2008 and the impact that it had on travel, on tourism in general, on the economy. I can, reflect on 9/11 and the impact and how that specific event, impacted travel and tourism in general. And there were so many crises before. Mm-hmm. But the great thing is that we as humans, we always adapted. We always innovated. We always came up with ideas and thoughts and plans and new products to really, overcome the obstacle and the challenge that we had. I mean, and look where hospitality, travel, and tourism were in 2019. I mean, it was just an amazing year. If you really put things in context, I mean, one of every 10 jobs globally were related to travel and tourism. Our GDP in 2000, travel and tourism GDP was $8.9 trillion. That's almost 10.3 of the global economy. Okay, so we're not gonna stop traveling. We're gonna continue celebrating life's moment, or have fun, and all this happens within hospitality, while people are traveling, and things are gonna come back, and they're gonna be greater than before. They're gonna be. Let's not really, let's be pragmatic and realistic. They're gonna be some tough times ahead, okay? But as we did before, we're gonna really overcome them. We're kind of realigning everything.
True.
Our brain is realigning, the economy is realigning. I mean, as an operator right now, we're in the process of almost rewriting the operational book.
So once life gets back to normal, and Hani, I loved your piece around, the human spirit is really the core of the human spirit is meant to dream. And I think many of us are dreaming of many, many vacations and holidays and
We're
places.
not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop, Rita.
Exactly. So what's on your list? What's that next destination that you want to, once things get back to normal, that you'd like to end up in, or your favorite restaurant that you can't wait to visit?
Absolutely. I think, the number one thing on my priority is to be on our patio, okay?
There you go.
I think I need to make space for you first, okay? And then we'll take it from there. No, but honestly, I mean, I'm an avid traveler, and I was fortunate throughout my life that I had the opportunity to really, travel the world, explore, learn, be inspired. And this is what I love about our industry. You asked me, about our students. I don't think there's an industry on the planet that allows you to really do all the great things that we can do. Allows you to really travel, learn about cultures and places and history, and be inspired and have fun and build memories and meet people while at work, while you're getting paid for it, okay? While building the progressive career, while really, sharing that higher purpose of love that hospitality is all about. So I was fortunate to really, have traveled a lot, and I'm never gonna really stop traveling. But I think immediately now, as we work collectively as a nation on reopening the economy, the number one thing is going to be traveling local, supporting our local economy within the city, within the larger, GTA, within the province, within Canada. We need to really be there for each other. We need to really help all of us collectively to kickstart the economy again. And I'm sure as things start, kind of easing into that new normal, we're gonna all have the opportunities to travel to great places. So I can't wait for that moment to come.
Wonderful. We'd love to know more about your career. You've been at the Hazelton Hotel now since 2016, and you and I share the same alumni with Four Seasons. I know you were in Toronto and Washington as well. But Hani, tell us a little bit more about your career and what are some of the principles that have really sort of stood the test of time.
True, thank you, Amrita, for your question. I was born in Lebanon, and I was raised in that beautiful country, a very hospitable culture. I was, very fortunate, early on during my teens and childhood, my father used to take us up into the mountains. And this is where you come to know hospitality and hotels and restaurants, and you just fall in love. I was 18 when I, left Lebanon. I went to the island of Cyprus. I did my diploma there in hotel and restaurant management, and then I did a dual degree with Bournemouth University. So I finished my bachelor degree there. I was very fortunate, even though I didn't really plan it to be that way, but to work on cruise ships for 5 years. Cruising. I mentioned to you about the ability that provides you to really travel. And I was very fortunate that I worked on multiple, cruise line or cruise ships and traveled around the world and discovered places. And all this really made me fall more in love and hospitality and what we do. But also on cruise ships, I learned very valuable spaces because you've got limited resources. There are a lot of challenges that you have to really deal with. And those skills that I learned there definitely helped me as I progressed in my career. Efficiency, effectiveness, working with limited resources. After 5 years on cruise ships, I landed in the States. I was very fortunate to really join Cornell University after that and do my master's degree there. During my master's degree, I interned at Four Seasons. I always aspired to work at Four Seasons. I respected the brand. Most importantly for what it stood for in our industry. Stood for excellence and luxury and really leadership. And I really wanted to align myself and be working with the team that really hold these values so high. So I started as an intern. I joined Four Seasons in Washington, D.C. I worked there for 2 years. I was very fortunate to really transfer to Toronto. At that time, Four Seasons was at the old location. So worked there for some time, and I was very fortunate to be part of the opening team of the new Four Seasons at the new location right now, as the opening general manager of Café Boulu and D-Bar. That was an eye-opening experience working, with leading chefs like Daniel Boulu, and the culture of an organization that's completely different than what Four Seasons was all about. So it was a great opportunity there. I was approached by Shangri-La to really join their opening team. It was an amazing experience, getting exposed to a different culture, to an opening of a hotel, or just post opening of a hotel at that level, and the impact what we're able to really achieve within our great city. And after that, I was so fortunate to be approached to join the Hazelton Hotel, and you can't say no to a jewel like that. And the last 4 years, honestly, has been a dream. We have an amazing team over here. The Hazelton brand is a leading brand in luxury, not only in our city, but I think in our country, and globally as well. So here I am, just I think, living the dream that I always wanted to live, and looking forward to the future.
Yeah. Oh, that's a wonderful story. And I mean, I think you've worked with some, wonderful, illustrious brands as well. And congratulations to where you are today. It is our, the jewel in Yorkville too, right? Hani, thank you so much for your time today. It's been so great to connect with you and see you again. And again, congratulations on the great work with Hazelton Cares, and very excited to see the renovations. And of course, I'll be back at the hotel soon. We really, really appreciate your time. And of course, we wish you and the team much, much success as always. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
I really want to thank you again for the opportunity to really speak to you. I'm very humbled, and also the opportunity to really share, what's happening here at the Hazelton with the industry and with the students as well. So it's very appreciated. If I want to really, end with a message, I just want to really reiterate what we spoke about earlier. We need to remember that, the human spirit longs to dream, to travel. The world is such a beautiful place. It will be such a tragedy if we don't travel and discover and learn and be inspired again. We are life's party. You can quote me on that. This is where people have fun, go out, enjoy a drink on the patio, celebrate, get married, and have and build all these life-lasting memories. So hospitality is gonna come back again. Travel is gonna come back again. We're gonna travel again. There are gonna be some challenges like before. We're gonna really figure that one out. We're gonna adapt. We're gonna innovate. We're gonna come up with the brand new products and concepts and ideas, and we're gonna really enjoy life. Much of the world is looking for a glimmer of hope, a source of inspiration, and we hospitality professionals, travelers, hoteliers, we are life-loving optimists, and are very happy, and we should step up to be that inspiration. Yes, we are the hardest hit, but I believe our solidarity, our camaraderie, our ingenuity can be the inspiration that our city, our country, and the whole world need right now. So let us be that inspiration. So that's my closing message. Please, don't remember that. Stay positive. To all the students, stay positive, stay the course.